right, so let's talk about a big deal. A big deal means before it's gone. Means we have a limited quantity and a limited time to be able to offer you this price. And this is from Shark. I mean, Shark, really, it's not only us that love Shark. Thank you so much, Ginger. Everybody loves Shark. According to Circana, which is a retail tracking group, Shark is the #1 vac brand in the U.S. for the last 4 consecutive years. So whether we are not putting those quarters in and trying to vacuum our car at the car wash, we can take it out to the car wash. This actually is easy to use and it's always on standby. So this is one of those things, as I said, that you'll grab in the morning, maybe clean things up really quickly. And then you're on about your business because it's always charging yourself. It is our Shark WANDVAC. They call this their power pet for you. It's a cordless, hands-free vacuum, which is a cord-free vacuum, I should say, handheld. Brand new this month. Over 3.3 million Sharks have been sold on QVC. Before I go to our very special guest, I'll tell you the retail on this would be $149.99 because you're not only going to get the handheld vac here, but you're also going to get the charging station, which you will need to plug in, and we have that wrapped up so you see there's a nice long cord. You're also going to get 2 additional tools, and there's stations here, and as long as you put this back, and it looks actually very sleek, doesn't eat up a lot of room on your counter, you have it plugged in, then you always know where your tools are as well. As I said, $149.99, nope. You are getting this home for 5 easy pays at $18 on this. That's what a big deal is all about. Free shipping and handling and saving you $60. All right, Elizabeth Watts is here. We love our Elizabeth. She has been here as long as Shark's been here. Elizabeth, how are things where you are today? Is it nice and steamy hot?
Oh, yes. It's quite hot here. I'm actually in the mountains today, so not quite as hot as when I'm in Florida, but still hot enough to stay inside clean. I actually have some projects around. I have another show later, so it's kind of fun to have my wand. And this one, as you said, is our power pet. So that means it's got 50% more power. And let me show you that right here on the front. There's a power button. I will show it close up in a second. When I put it on the boost mode, though, look at the power. Look at that. It's sticking in my hand. 50% more power with the boost. And then we have 50% more run time. So Pat, just to give everybody an idea, if you're looking at it and going, that is cute, but can it get the job done, right?
Right.
The WANDVAC kind of revolutionized the way that we look at hand vac because it's taking that power that you'd normally expect in a much larger machine. It's putting it into this small, compact, as you mentioned, very sleek, easy to use, and plenty of power. Now that's on the regular speed. If I want to boost it up, it's just right here. Not a trigger. You just push a button. Now you can hear it, boost it up to the high speed. So that'll give me about 10 minutes on the boost and 15 minutes. And of course, that means if I'm continuously cleaning, maybe in the car, right? Maybe doing all of my dusting. But I tell you how I normally use it. I pick a few things up like that, like my morning mess or something. I take it over to the trash can, easy to empty. Just pull a button, totally bagless, easy to clean filter. I put it back in the charging base. And so what did I do? Do that about 30 seconds of cleaning at a time. So I never even run out of power.
Exactly. It is so nice to have. These have always been hugely popular. I have to, here, let me turn it on. And then it's on the boost. And this is what you were showing us before. That's the suction on it, which is really cool that you're going to get. And I love that it's bagless. I mean, you know, one less thing that you have to worry about. This is for quick cleanups. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I make myself breakfast in the morning. There's crumbs someplace. Well, I want to go ahead and pick up those crumbs because I don't want to, you know, I don't want little ants finding them before I do. And this literally just sucks it all in beautifully. That's the fun thing. And we didn't even really show you the tools. But if you are a crafter, gosh, I love to craft with anything that sparkles. Now you don't have to worry. You can clean those up. And I really like, Elizabeth, the fact that you can take this, and I don't mind putting it, I have a stovetop Somebody should have told me a black stovetop, not a great idea, because I can always see crumbs. And then, of course, all my like chips and my good things to eat are above it. So then that also adds to it. So you can very easily go like that over top of it.
Yeah, and so let's talk about the tools too, because it works very well, like you're showing, I was showing just by itself. I love that it has the two tools on board. And as you mentioned, you always bring this back to home. So this is always charged and ready,
Thanks,
and you
Susan.
know where your tools are, right? It drives me crazy if I can't find my tools. So let's take a look at the two different tools. I like how they slide in really easy and they're snug. They don't snap in, but you can see they slide in snugly so they won't be falling off. And then this is our crevice. Nice big opening on that crevice. So even if you are picking up things like the coffee beans, the crafting beads, as you mentioned, if you're a crafter, don't you think this is a must-have, Pat? I mean, for all the little sparklies.
Yes. And even if the girls are over, they're doing like beaded bracelets or something like that. And I don't know about you, but I have my granddog, my adopted granddog is, she's a beagle, and someone told me this is a beagle thing, but she takes her food, her dry food she's not really fond of, and she will, that will be all over the floor, everywhere but in her mouth.
Yeah.
So this would be easy to just bend down and pick it all up. So that way I know that the ants aren't getting it when I'm not home.
Yeah, and you know what else is great? If you do have pets, this brush, we call this one the power pet because a lot of our friends have pets, even if you don't have pets. The brush is great for all the pet hair. So I'm going to put it on Boost, and I'm going to use it here on my little car mat. So
that worked great.
This in the car.
Yeah.
Isn't that work great? The bristles grab all the hair. Yeah, and then it gets pulled inside here. Whoops, I made a bigger mess over here with my little hairs. Oh, but here's what you were saying. You make a little mess on the floor. Look how easy this is. You can just grab all that. For me, cat hair. While we're down there, Jill, let's show the baseboard. We're here. Let's show it. I like this for the baseboard because look, it's got that long length. It gets all the crumbs, the kitty hair, the fuzz. Yeah. And all in this tiny little machine that weighs less than 1.5 pounds. That's kind of the amazing thing, isn't it, Pat? Because it's so small, but it works so well.
It's a Shark. 2-year limited manufacturer's warranty, so you got to feel so good about it. It's got that new boost mode, more suction, more power than ever. That's exactly what we want to hear. You know those old-fashioned car vacs that never really worked very well? This is not that, and you're never buying a bag for it. So, the filter, what are we seeing here?
Yes.
Elizabeth, please.
Oh, I'm glad you asked about that, and I can show it to you here as well. What's nice about this filter is it pops forward, and I'll show you here. It's so easy to empty. You simply push the little button, and you were showing it there in studio too. The two tools fit right on board, but here's your little kind of yellow action button, so really easy to see. Push that, this comes forward. This is where the filter lives. So you just, what I suggest, Pat, is take this out, and I'll show you here. The fine stuff, this is what could potentially stop your suction from being strong. So all you have to do is tap it. Yep. Do that, maybe once a week, and then once a month or so, whenever you think of it, you can rinse that filter and then let it completely dry. They suggest 24 hours. But that's how you're gonna maintain that washable filter. It should last you the lifetime of the machine because it's easy to wash and easy to maintain.
All right, I have to say it's actually fun. It really is. I mean, look at that. Yeah. So maybe you could get.
It works. That's the
thing.
thing.
Exactly. Maybe you could get the kids to actually help you on this. I absolutely love it. All right, so here's our update. Since we introduced this, we sold over 5,000. That's past half of the quantity. Listen, we're doing Christmas in July, as you know, Elizabeth, and we're going to do more on the weekend, which I'm very excited about, on Sunday in particular, hint, hint. However, why not get it now while it's at this great price? Tuck it away, then that way you're not at the last minute thinking, who takes good care of their car? This is perfect. Who has those little ones? I even think this as a baby shower gift would be a great idea, because if you got kids, you got crumbs along with that. 5 easy pays at $18 on it. It works great, and you're getting everything that you see here. Here's your charging station. It's nice and sleek, not a big footprint. Your two different tools on this, so you don't have to worry about it. It plugs in the wall, it recharges, and you go. It is from Shark, too, so you know the name. Big deal on this. When are we going to see you later, Elizabeth?
I think I'm on in the 2 o'clock hour here in
Okay.
QVC2, so I'll do a little more. I'm going to clean up my kitchen, so come back at 2 if you want to see a little more cleaning with the Shark.
All right, we'll see you at 2, and I
Great to see
know
you,
that
Pat.
this works well on cat litter because you got those pussy cats at home.
Oh,
so
yeah.
terrific.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much, Elizabeth. Much appreciated.
Bye, Pat.
Well, the jacket I have on is part of that dynamite hour that we're going to have